Yo, what up, world? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? It's your boy, Johnny Jellyfish out here, man. We got to rap. I know. Shout out to the subscribers. Once again, we in the car. I'm tired of doing these videos in the car. We're going to do it in the car today, man. You got something I want to rap with y'all about, man. I think it's affecting everybody, man. It's getting to the point, man, where I don't think the real truth is being told about this, man. A lot of people just don't know what's happening. So I'm going to take a little time. We're going to rap and we're going to talk. We're going to figure out what's happening. At least get the strategic game plan down, what's happening. When I say what's happening, I'm talking about this economy. A lot of people don't know nothing about the economy. Hell, I grew up in an environment to where economy was never talked about. Keeping it 100, man. We talked about everything else but that because we didn't have no money to even think about the economy. We just had what we had just to get by, man, what was in our pockets. You know what I'm talking about? That's how I came up. Probably a lot of other people came up like that. You got people that came up from backgrounds that had money. And you know what I'm saying? They wasn't, when I was babysitting and doing things in my life, they was doing other things. So their experience with money is different. You know what I'm talking about? So them kind of people already know what's going on. It's just a lot of people that just ain't had no experience with it and just did different things with their upcoming, don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's just how we see money. We see it differently, right? A lot of people be like, God, recession, what's up? They don't even know. They just be like, hey, whatever, man. I'm just living my life, everyday life. What's happening right now is what's happening. They're resetting this. But before we even go to the resetting, we're going to talk about why there's so many jobs out here that they're not talking about. Hey, man, what they got and what happened was, so, baby, man, first of all, man, shout out to some of my subscribers, man. Shout out to my subscribers out there, man. I see y'all out there, man. Hood TV, Jersey D, JJ, All Day Kicks, Hard in the Paint. I see y'all out there, man. I see y'all out there, man. I see y'all out there, man. Shout out to my subscribers, man. Shout out to my subscribers. And this is right off the gate, man. We just got to put this out there because if you still sleeping.
Any nigga get up past 2 o'clock, it's not, he got no money on his mind. Always remember that. Any nigga who get up past 2 o'clock, if you get up past 2 o'clock every day, you 12, 13, by the
you ain't gonna have no money. Now, if you doing that, you ain't even in the game. If you sleeping to 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon every day, unless you got a second shift job, you know what I'm talking about, and that's just what you doing, you know what I'm talking about, because that's a good sleep time for you, or you got a third shift job and you sleeping all day, okay, I ain't talking to you. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking to people that ain't got no, they just waking up at 2, 3 in the afternoon. The economy don't slip by and people don't know what's going on. And that's what I'm trying to say, man. I'm trying to tell everybody, if you do sleep to 2, 3 in the afternoon, you get up. They're setting everything up right now to take your money back. But back before that, everything's messed up. People say, hey, man, it's kind of weird. We're in a recession, and they don't believe it because they're like, look how many jobs is out here. Usually in a recession, ain't no jobs. Like, there ain't no jobs. Like, ain't nobody getting hired. Everybody's laid off, this and this and that. You know what I'm talking about? It's different this time. Everybody's like, what's happening? I mean, they're hiring. I'm going to tell you what happened. They ain't telling you what happened. You had a baby boomer generation. I mean, like, these generation was having people's granddads or dads or whatever, man, uncles. They got like 9 siblings, 8 siblings. That's what the generation was doing. It was having like, everybody was having like 9 kids, 8 kids. You know what I'm saying? If you go back a couple of generations, 7 kids wasn't a big family. I mean, it just wasn't. That's what the saying hand-me-downs came from. You hand them down to your other brother. You know what I'm talking about? Or your sister. You don't get no food. The older siblings had to put in all the work, had to do the babysitting and all that. Like, that's the generation that just retired. So you got 8 people that retired. Everybody's already working. Now, just think about it. Everybody's already working. Everybody's already working. Feeling me? Like, the economy's working. Now, you got 8 people, 8 family members retiring out of each family. That's just retiring. So now you got all these holes in the work system. All the workers are still there. All them people that's retired. The people below them been working, but their family was like 5 kids. Like, I grew up, it was like 4 or 5 of us. You know what I'm saying? And that was normal when we was growing up. Everybody had like 4 or 5. That's just how many kids it was. So it's only common sense if the generation before you had more people in it and all of them people retired, a lot of them retired or died from COVID, who's going to replace them jobs? Who's going to step up and replace them? You don't have no bodies because everybody's already working. You don't have the manpower to fill them positions. And think about it. Everybody below us, we had like 5 kids. Now these kids is having like, I grew up with like 5 kids, 5 siblings and shit. Now it's 3. It's 3 and 2. So when we retire, who's gonna take our? Because it's 5 of us. I got like a brother and 2. So when we all retire, and then the generation below us only had 3 kids. Like that's 5 jobs open is gone, but you only got 3 kids, and they already working. So who's gonna fill them slots? It's gonna be the robotic boom. I'm telling y'all, man, it's about to be a robotic boom. So that's why you got all the holes in the jobs. Just everybody just retired, and ain't enough people to take it off. Ain't enough people to take it off. Well, I'm knocking this out, man, for y'all. Yeah, man. So that's what's happening right there. You know what I'm talking about? That's what's happening. Y'all riding with me? So shout out to the subscribers, man. Y'all riding with me? So that's what's happening in that situation. So that's why all the jobs is out here, because all the retirees are retired. And if you think I'm lying, you go to any train station, do all them jobs them old timers used to do. They worked on the train yards, they worked in steel mills, they worked in, diesel mechanics, they worked on all that. I bet you right now, you look at them markets is dying right now. They're dying. Everybody's going into computer tech. You know what I'm talking about? That market's oversaturated. You see what happened? The schools got paid for all that, even though they was going, this was the setup move. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, it's all about money, man. This whole thing's a scam. Once you realize that, you'll start saving your money and you'll quit getting scammed, because you'll realize everybody's pimping out here. The banks is pimping. The credit card companies is pimping. The place you bought your house from is pimping. The place you bought your car from is pimping. Everybody is pimping, meaning everybody is getting something for nothing. Think about that. Something for nothing. And that's how they get paid around here. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. So, okay, now let's get back to what we was talking about, man. Shout out to the squad. So now you got all the people that retire, so you got all these holes in the market. You got all these holes. Then here come the inflation. Because then we get my man Trump out the office. Man, shout out Donald Trump. One of the best presidents we had. Best president we had was Donald Trump. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, like, I gotta say it, man. Donald Trump was the best president, man.
Greatest president of all time. It's not even close. He went to North Korea and brokered peace when the mainstream media said that there was going to be nuclear war.
Okay, what else?
6 million new jobs were created under Trump.
Okay, what else?
He had the lowest unemployment rate in over 50 years.
What else?
More than 4 million people came off of food stamps.
Is that it?
He created the biggest tax cuts ever
for
all social classes.
What else?
He signed an executive order to clean the ocean.
Yeah,
He's the only president to take on human trafficking, aka modern slavery. He created a human trafficking task force and made January National Human Trafficking Awareness Month. For all the black people screaming racist, we had a record low black unemployment rate, funding for HBCUs, opportunity zones, and criminal justice reform.
Wow.
So stop getting into your feelings on me and find me evidence of another president with a more impressive resume.
Shout out Donald Trump, man. Shout out Trump. Facts. They ain't nothing but facts. Nothing but facts. So now, you got the president that came in behind Donald Trump, right? Now, this is how it all happened. You know what I'm saying? What he did was, the first thing he did when he came into the office, I'm just going to tell y'all, man, how everything crashed. I'm just going to tell y'all step for step so you can just see. You know what I'm talking about? So now you got the new president coming, right? First thing he wants to do is cause chaos, right? So the very first thing he do is I'll just let you know.
Debt. Plans to give yet more financial assistance. We have an open border where 200,000 people came in the southern border last month alone. When I see ordinary needs of ordinary Americans not being addressed, and many legal migrants. I'm a legal naturalized citizen. Took me 25 years to become an American. We are becoming very concerned about the future of the country. And that doesn't mean we don't have room for more legal migrants. Debt.
So, that's the first thing he did was open up the border, which caused chaos. So now they're overworked down there. They're overstaffed. You got all this mayhem down there, which got people looking left. So he could do his little hitchman work on the other side, right? So everybody's looking at the border, worrying about 200,000 people coming over a month illegally, getting shifted to different states, dropped off in the middle of the night by the Biden crew, sent it to these cities. These people have disease or not non-healthcare, whatever. I mean, they're not even, I mean, how are they productive? I'm not saying they ain't productive, but I'm just saying how is they benefiting the situation? It's just straining the situation. But you ain't even taking care of your own people is what I'm trying to say, man. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't taking care of 200,000 Americans every month. You know what I'm talking about? But you're doing it. I just don't get it. And who's paying for it, man? It's running our money up. It's running us up. You know what I'm talking about? Then he cut all the gas lines off and the pipelines and all that. You know what I'm talking about? He did that. And it caused the inflation of the gas. And then his situation with all the products coming in, held all up all at the docks and everything. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, the guy is Biden is just killing this country, man. And that's really what it is.
Saying it's Biden's gas pipeline. Biden said he's going to stop the Keystone pipeline, and I did. And that's the reason prices went up. Folks, let's get something straight here. The Keystone pipeline was 2 years away and had been 2% finished. Give me a break. Give me a break. Come on, man.
All right, here's what I believe. Democrats and Republicans use black people and minorities as pawns for their political gain. Joe Biden, for one, is a complete racist and has done nothing for my community. Kamala Harris is a complete traitor and added to the incarceration rates of my people and has the audacity to represent us.
I think Joe Biden, I mean, if he runs in 2024, if they somehow strap him to a gurney and prop him upright and roll him from train stop to train stop, having him mumble in non-English, I think that he has a poor chance of re-election. I don't see anybody else on the Democrats bench. Kamala Harris is the worst politician I have ever personally seen. She makes...
Fuck you, you lying motherfucker. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Oh, don't talk to my president like that, okay? Stop it, sir. Stop it, okay? You can't be talking to Biden like that, okay? All right? You can't be doing that, okay?
There you have it, man. This is his plan, man. This is his plan. He just said it. So all the people on fixed income, right? You only get so much money from your retirement check, $1,200 a month. So you got coming in. It was just floating by fine. You know what I'm talking about? Now you can't float by. Now ain't no floating by. None of that's happening. You survive. You starving like Mars. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Because he decided to raise up the prices on you or do something like that. I'm telling y'all, man, and it ain't over with, man. This is just the beginning of this, man. They're raising up the Fed mark rate. It's going higher. They're going to. This dude in front of me got a goat in the back of his. Man, what is going on, man? You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's look at this, bro. He about to eat you, dude. Look, he got a goat. He got a goat. Dude had a goat on the back of, man. Yo, but anyway, he got to eating fresh. And that's what it's coming to. That's what it's coming to. He can't go to the store and get no goat meat like how we used to. So he got to go out and hunt him down a goat and bring it home and eat it. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, that's just where it's going to. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, I'm just saying, food is high, gas is high, everything's high, and I don't know what's going on because when they get talked about, when we talk to them about this recession, or they're asked about this recession, it's like now one of them know what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't understand what the question is being asked of them. You know what I'm talking about? So I just don't get it. I just don't get it. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? What's going on? So, but that's what's happening. And it's just going to get worse, man. It's going to get worse because what's going to happen is this. They're taking the money back right now. That's why the prices are so high. They're trying to take money back from everybody. The feds get the money back from this high inflation, this high cost, and they destroy the money, which basically gets our dollar back to where it's supposed to be. You know what I'm talking about? They're going to put a bunch of product out here, then they're going to have a mad liquidation sale and sell everything. You know what I'm talking about? But before that happens, they got to do the layoffs. Layoffs is coming because they're going to say, ain't nobody shopping, ain't nobody buying nothing. Ain't nobody doing this because they rose up the inflation rate so high. Then they're going to start laying people off. Then when they start laying people off, people ain't going to be able to work. Then the factory's going to close down. Then they're going to have to sell. So it's all still coming. Everything is still coming down the line, how they're talking about it. But it's just, it ain't happened yet. You know what I'm talking about? But it is coming. Now, I don't know, man. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know. It's just sad. It's just sad because it's like, what I don't understand is if you go back 8 years, not even 8 years, go back 5 years, we was in the same boat and it was the same dudes in office. And everybody says these dudes do the best. I don't get it. You know what I'm talking about? I don't get how they do the best or they're saying that they're doing the best. You know what I'm talking about? I just don't get it. I just don't get it. You know what I'm talking about? I just don't get it. You know what I'm talking about? So.
Saying it's Biden's gas pipeline.
Yeah, man. Oh, my fault, y'all. I ain't gonna put that back up there, but.
Families are feeling a hit from the highest inflation in 40 years right now, costing the average American family about $275 a month. What can Congress do right now to bring those costs down?
Well, let me just talk about the inflation then, because people are saying, well, what we're spending is causing inflation. The fact that people have jobs always contributes to an increase in inflation, and that's a good thing. But inflation is not a good. We have to contain it. That's right.
How did Pelosi?
All y'all liberals, you really wanted this, remember?
It's gonna go up.
The reporter asked, how do you feel about gas prices? The dictator responds, they're gonna go up.
It's gonna go up. Can't do much right now. Russia's responsible.
Points his old finger over at Russia, gaslights it all, says nothing we can do about it. Biatch, open the pipelines! That's why I stand by my words when I say, hey, fuck you, Pelosi, fuck you, Kamala, ain't no Bill Beck, better fuck you, Obama, fuck all them Clintons and fuck Biden too. If it's that's gold, Brandon hell, fuck Brandon too, say it with me now.
Yeah, man. That might be the theme song of the month. That might be the theme song for your boy. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? But it's getting bad out here, man. It's getting bad. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, man. I'm just out here rapping, smoking in the morning. Just telling y'all, be prepared. Save your dollars. Don't get caught up in this hype. You know what I'm talking about? And just don't get caught up with the hype and just be aware of what's going on, man. Because you know what I'm talking about? This economy is slipping. It's slipping. It's slipping, bro. I go on the news and watch it every day, and it's just out of pocket. You know what I'm talking about? Gas is out of pocket. Gas is about to be the biggest problem where I'm at. You know what I'm talking about? The biggest problem where I'm at. You know what I'm talking about? That's what that's going to be. You know what I'm talking about? So. All the back is your boy, Dudley Jellyfish, man.
What's up, though? Where that shit? This is West Side, motherfucker. West Side.
Hey, don't grab my phone.
My bad.
Tell you now.
West Side, though. I'm gonna knock you West Side, though. My bad, though, bro. What's up?
Don't grab my shit, though. That's what happened.